I'm asking myself whether your brain is. That's
you
what
know your brains are
says you need.
You know what is the peacekeeping? Do you know when they sent an army to a country for peacekeeping? Do you know what they have to carry?
I was also surprised.
What's wrong with
that's why
your
I'm
brain?
questioning his own thinking capacity, whether he has any brain at all, if you have any. Can you at least use 1% of your brain when you are speaking?
If you are engaging me, you don't insult me. Don't insult me because you are just as wretched. You don't have any facts. You are just.
But do you know what is peacekeeping?
And you.
Yeah, Mr. Facts. What is peacekeeping, Mr. Facts?
And you think you are in
Mr. Facts, what is peacekeeping? What is peacekeeping
These
mission?
are the nonsense
Explain
that I have to tolerate. King Tinabu, I was surprised. At first, you asked me, how do I deal with this nonsense on a daily basis, you know? And Muzonga also asked me the same question, that how auspicious do you manage to tolerate this gag, this law of the barrel? And I'm sure you are coming from the wasteland. I'm sure you are coming from the shithole, a country that has nothing to offer, you know, the most hopeless area in the continent without stadium. And this is very much important. Without currency. Not even, let us talk about the currency. Let us not talk about it. And maybe you can tell me that you are using United States dollar because because you have low level of education. You cannot even understand.
I'm far much better than you.
No, you are not. You are not.
I'm far much better than you.
He's always playing in a swimming pool. He thinks he's better. Does he know simple terms like peacekeeping? What is peacekeeping mission? When we say we are taking an army for a peacekeeping mission, does he understand what is that?
These guys are so much illiterate, man. I don't know if they have grade R or not in Zimbabwe. Do you have schools in Zimbabwe? Because here we are dealing with the most terrible illiterate that you can ever imagine. Mugabele, maybe you'll be better, man.
Hello, guys. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Okay. But auspicious, let's be on the people that came on the panel before Mukabeli. There is Usi Siabona. It's
yeah, let's go.
Let's be fair to others.
Wasn't it Lily who came first?
No, I came first.
No, this guy has been here for a long time.
No, I've been listening to you guys. The thing is, I've been listening. You know, the problem is, I'm sorry to say this, but you see these guys from outside. Checking here, none of these guys that talking or in the panel are here in South Africa. So the issue is, it's just a hearsay. They don't even have facts.
Wait. No, I want to rectify you because you have been misguided and misinformed. And then the thing is, before you comment, Siabonga, you need to understand where the conversation goes and what is it that you're talking about, right? You must remember that when they are talking about Pan-Africanism, it means all the roads are going to South Africa. And I was saying the reason these guys were so much happy, the reason they orientated themselves with frontline state is because it resonates with them, because now it's going to give them a reason to all come to South Africa in great numbers. Remember, Zimbabwe is empty. Even the president is sleeping at the border gate. Remember, Zimbabwe doesn't even have stadium. It doesn't have a currency. It's the most hopeless place that you can ever imagine on the continent. We even ask ourselves whether Zimbabwe is still a country or not. I'm not sure if you understand now. And all of the Zimbabweans are here. You can't say they are not here. What do you mean they are not here? They are here.
And that's very true, auspicious. Imagine a country that is using another country's currency. Not even an African currency, a European currency. Imagine that.
And the very same country that you are fighting with, that's the most mentally mental problem that we have ever experienced in the history of the humankind, man. You know, some people, they can't even use, like, people think I'm exaggerating. They can't even use 1% of their brain. You cannot fight with me and use my currency. Like, what madness is this?
Yeah, but let's give Usia to finish what he was saying.
He doesn't want to speak, by the way. He has nothing
Mr.
to
Sia.
say anyway.
You will tell us who's next, officials. I think it's I don't know.
Pumla, I think she's next. Yeah. Pumla.
Hi guys, how are you?
No, sorry guys.
It just made me laugh saying.
Askis is Tando Samne.
Your time is up, so you're not gonna give others a chance then after interrupt them. That's not how it works. You know, you must learn at least the principle of negotiation and debating, because you are going to embarrass all of us now, especially because you are using South African name. Pumla, you can go on.
I'm listening to you guys going on and on and on about Zimbabweans. The same people who always claim that they are well educated, they are well mannered. They are the rudest ones ever. They have no intelligence none whatsoever. I was just watching a video right now. They are busy fighting to stay in South Africa. God knows for what, because they're not contributing anything. They failed to contribute anything in their country, and now they're coming here to be useless. The only thing that they are contributing in South Africa is crime. That's all they are contributing, and there's nothing more to it.
And auspicious, there is someone that said, "What about the 30%?" This is what I'm going to...
30% are they contributing? They're not even contributing towards the economy.
He's talking about the education.
They're contributing nothing.
He's asking about
that nonsense that they always... don't even have, you know, the education. They always come here
this bullshit that is revolving around the internet, that is South African are passing they are passing with 30%. And that madness, I don't know where it comes from, because in South Africa, in order to progress to the next grade,
education, they are sending their kids here to get free education. They can't even afford to teach their own kids.
Let me say this, Pumla, because before you can continue, I'm going to give you a chance. In South Africa, before you can progress to the next grade, you at least need 40% in your home language, 40% in English, and then 50% in life orientation. I already mentioned 3 subjects. And then if you're also doing a second official language, like in other schools, you find that you are doing Afrikaans or, so if you are doing Afrikaans, you also need to pass Afrikaans. And then with 40%, and then the 30% only applies to the STEM subject like math, science, or commerce if you are doing commerce. So people are reasoning. That's why I'm saying we're dealing with the people who have zero, who are not using even 1% of their common sense. You know, these people, common sense to them is a foreign language, and they don't do proper research. They don't investigate. They don't want to learn. They are very illiterate. We're dealing with the most illiterate people that the humankind has ever seen. Yeah, you can continue, my sister.
Nah, it's fine now. I rest my case. I am just dealing with someone here in the comment section busy asking me stupid questions. They're even asking who created the borders in Africa. So they want South Africa to be a free-for-all. They want anyone to walk in and out, because they're so used to taking freebies. I'm sorry, guys, I'm at work. Let me answer this.
Can I answer that one?
Stupid question. That's how they are. Yeah, I can go.
Let me teach them a bit of their history, these idiots. I don't know if they had this in Zimbabwe, but I'm sure they had it, but they will refuse to say it. When we were growing up, every tribe had their own land and no one could invade. For you to visit, let me make an example. For you to visit people from Abakatwabe, if you are from Abakampongo, you would have to talk with the chief and the chief would allow you on that land, and they will tell you how long you're gonna stay there. Now, these idiots, if they do not understand that that itself is a border, it's just that it was using a different term. I don't know what we're gonna deal with here. The fact that Konamanje, they are fighting with, hey, we want Mtwagazi and whatever. That Mtwagazi itself, that area being called Mtwagazi, and if they are gonna win it, and it becomes its own nation, it will have a border itself. So you stupid, idiotic Zimbabweans that do not understand what is a border and that there have always been restrictions in certain areas, we're not going to be answering your stupid questions. You are moronic. Yeah. There is nothing special that you can tell us. Edric, you wanted to add?
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. This thing of border is good. We are fighting for Mtwagazi. I'm the soldier of Mtwagazi. I was the soldier in Zimbabwe. So they are not going to teach you how to fight for your border. They are not going to destroy your border. As for us, you see these people in our territory, they come from their territory. They just stay in our places. That's why you see they are talking, they are having this mentality. That's why they are talking like this. They know that in that side, they just came just because they are in power. They come and stay. They don't even communicate with the chiefs. You find somebody in your heart building his house. So keep on fighting these people. They must learn to respect other people's rights. If you are fighting for what is belongs to you, somebody who call you tribal. I'm not tribal. I'm fighting for my kids to have better future, to have better life. Because if I don't fight for my kids, one day when I die, my kids, they say, I can't sell my motherland to what do you call it? It's like if you don't fight, you will be selling your country. Because it's a system of diluting blood. That is what that system it worked in Matebeleland. That's why you see our people, population of people who are in South Africa is from Matebeleland. It's the system that was created by that old man called Robert Mugabe. That is the system, and that system, I'm here because South Africans, they see it before it was a poison. It is a big poisonous. You end up, when you go to any school, even in KwaZulu-Natal, you'll be taught, umntwana wakwaZulu yabe sefundiswa ngesishona. Efundiswa isindebele isiZulu lesi singazwakali. Like what they are doing to us. That's why us, we are saying, abantu bacabanga ukuthi mabethi tina asihambe siyolwa skipha umnangakho. No, tina we are not fighting umnangakho. We are fighting a system created ilaba abantu laba. They are here and they are listening. They know what they are doing. Now they are refusing that amapoyisa aseZimbabwe bayahlupheka. I've got brothers abangamasotsha, I've got brothers abangamapoyisa. They are supporting this Mtwagazi issue. It's only the day that day when it comes, then people, they will see that if border is working. Tina, we are not going to live like slavers just because of someone who want to steal our minerals, saying, hey, in the name of let's cancel the borders, just because they are getting something. They are eating, they are feeding their families. Why this our people are suffering? Some of our people are rot in prison because of not having papers. There is no country with no industry. Zimbabwe doesn't have industry. The industries are churches. Let them stand up and deny this. The industries, they become churches. Now they want to steal minerals from Botswana. They want to steal everything in Botswana. They want to steal in Zambia. These people, let's wait for the day. I wish I can have a computer whereby I can send something that would destroy that site of Munyati River. Then my people become free. But the way I'm working, the way I'm trying, I'll get that thing I want.
Yeah, let us go. That was the great submission, Henrik. A very good one. Let us go to Ali, then we're gonna go to Nkavile, because Nkavile, I see you wrote something in the comment section and we really have to discuss it. Mbali, you can go. You can go on.
Aye. Yeah, it's no Pali there. That's the name for me. It's no Pali, not Mpali, ne?
Oh, Mbali, all right. Yeah.
No Pali, yeah. No, I hear you guys. You're speaking nicely now, a little bit. You know, it's fine if we are African. We're starting to speaking nice because if we swelling each
man.
other, that is not gonna help us.
Mpali, wait, before you continue. I'm not an African. I'm sure you're not including me in that African arrangement. I'm South African. I'm South African, and the most offensive word that you can ever say to me is to call me an African, which I can even remove you on the panel. I'm a South African, not African. I don't want to be called African. I'm South African.
You don't want to be called African.
Yeah, yes, I don't want to be called African. As much as you're calling people Chinese, I think you can also, it won't be difficult for you to call me South African. As much as you can call people Indian, I think it won't be difficult for you to call me South African. I don't want to be called African, unless if you can say all of us, we are African, excluding auspicious, because I'm not part of that nonsensical arrangement.
I don't know now. I must call you American of what? I don't know. I don't know.
I am
Maybe
saying
somebody
I'm
can
South
correct me.
African.
How must I call you?
That's your brain working, because now I'm telling you that I am a South African. So we are talking about America. Did I say you must call me America because I'm saying I'm South African? Is it difficult to understand?
No. Don't start another thing with me. Me, I'm just come right. Mara, now you say I must call you.
I think I'm gonna have a problem here. Gavel, you can go on.
Good evening, good people. I hope you're all good. Thank you for having me on your panel. I was listening in the debates and the insults flying. First of all, I want to address Pumla before I make my submission. Pumla, what you said in your submission that all Zimbabweans, they've got nothing positive to contribute to South Africa. Even for you, my sister. You know for a fact that statement is not coming from a good place. It's just punctuated with hatred, which is actually distorting the reality. There is no way that the whole nation of Zimbabweans can be criminals, useless people, just useless people in jail, the way you describe. Are there bad people in Zimbabwe? Yes. They are there. Are they bad Zimbabweans? Yes. Are they good Zimbabweans? Yes. Just like any other nation. So let's not just say just because you met a few Zimbabweans who rubbed you the wrong way and then you say all Zimbabweans are like that. It's not true, my sister. There are some Zimbabweans who are not like those Zimbabweans.
What is the most positive thing that you are contributing in South Africa? What is it that you are contributing to South Africa? If I may ask, besides cheap labor. No, Zimbabwe. What is it they are contributing to South Africa besides cheap labor?
Zimbabweans.
I was about to ask the same question.
Can I answer then? Because if you ask and go on and on and on, it won't be a conversation. It's an argument. So are you saying that all Zimbabweans that are in South Africa, they are only doing cheap labor? They are no professionals? They are no businessmen from Zimbabwe in South Africa? Is that what you're trying to
Yes, let me give this question to me. Zimbabwe, remember, when you come to South Africa, you must have a scarce skill. And then Zimbabwe, firstly, it doesn't have university. So you can't say the people in Zimbabwe are educated. I mean, which university can we compare it to South African universities?
We are
These
not comparing
universities in
universities.
Zimbabwe. Listen, man. Let me finish before you come in. These universities in Zimbabwe are producing the lowest low of the lowest that are going to compromise the value of our service in South Africa. Let me give you an example. Let me say maybe you are a doctor from Zimbabwe. You are going to compromise the great value that we produce in South Africa because our universities are being ranked the best in the world. They are among the best. So now you are bringing someone who coming from a wasteland without stadium, without anything to show, without army, with broken English and grammar to South Africa. What is it? That person is going to put the lives of South Africans at risk. Tinabu is very precise when he says Zimbabwe has nothing to offer to South Africa. We must at least close that border because there is, unless if you are coming for traveling purposes. But you can't come to South Africa to work here because you have nothing. You are just nothing. I'm not sure if it's clear.
Can I also add on the university thing? They even come to our universities when you're saying they are going to lower our standards. You find these people coming to our universities, our innocent kids become friends with them. When it's time for exams, they can't concentrate because of smelly armpits. They can't. And before you dispute the smelly armpit thing, before you even dispute it, we had a Zimbabwean on another live today that said, we know we have a problem of armpits. Instead of us telling that we have smelly armpits, why don't you buy us roll-ons? Are you our kids or what for us to be buying new roll-ons? Next time, auspicious on this live, we must bring people that are going to teach hygiene on these lives. And then we're going to bring people here that are going to talk about mental health. But the most important one, we're going to bring people that are going to teach them about sexual orientation. This thing of Zimbabweans always giving babies every year, it must end, especially in foreign countries. It must end. But you can continue, sir.
Can I answer because you asked me a question and I feel like I need to answer.
It is my turn to speak. Why is it that you want to cut me now?
No, you asked me a question, I never responded.
I didn't ask you a question. I told you.
They responded on my behalf. I also want to respond.
Mkavel, you need to give people a chance to respond.
You asked the question and now I must respond, right?
What was the question that I asked? I never asked you anything.
You asked me a question. You said, why do I say that Zimbabweans are not contributing anything in South Africa? What are they actually
I never said why. I said you shouldn't say that. I didn't say why.
Well, I said it. What are you going to do about it then? Because that's the
Let
case.
me continue.
Only pharmaceutical smuggling. Okay, that's what they included. Drugs, everything else, and smelly armpits too.
And let me say this. Remember, in South Africa, education is a key to success, they say. In Zimbabwe, education is a key to come to South Africa.
And the little education that they have, they bring it to South Africa.
It's going to compromise our standard here, our level of intelligence here.
If you can see the buildings that they have hijacked, you can see everything there. It's filthy, 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 and those people are still staying there. And they're telling us that they are contributing something in South Africa. What are they exactly contributing? They're contributing a bunch of mess. Because that's what they're doing. They're having babies every day, day in and out. They're even crying about South Africans blocking them on our public hospitals. Why would they want to have so many babies when they don't even have a bed plan? These people are insane.
There is space for anyone to speak, because when some other people speak, you will try to jump in. So, anyone in the panel, you can have your say.
I think it's Yolanda's turn.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to ask something. Why is it everything when you call out foreigners, it's only Zimbabweans?
Oh, beautiful question. Do you know why it's always Zimbabweans? Because when we mention foreigners, it's Zimbabweans and Nigerians that jump first. So we give them that attention they want. Aha, I wanted that question. Your people,
So,
whenever we speak about illegal foreigners, they are the first ones to jump. They are the Cinderellas. So when Cinderella finds the shoe that fits, we will deal with them.
Yes, and
so do you
another
think it's going to
reason
solve
is
something?
wait. We don't just talk. We wait for people to respond. Remember, Zimbabwe is one of the few countries that have left us in shock in Africa. That is literally empty. All the roads are heading to South Africa. I'm not sure if you understand. You can't blame us to say Zimbabweans are too much here now. We are literally accommodating the whole country inside South Africa. The whole population. In Zimbabwe, it's easy to count them because you can just go by yourself, even if it's just 1% to say President Mnangagwa, Prime Minister, who, and then you are done. You can call it a day. The census in Zimbabwe is very simple because all the roads are heading to South Africa. That's why they were so much proud to hear the word frontline state. And then on that nonsensical frontline state, they are mentioning their country because it resonates with them. Now they have something to orient themselves and to be proud of when they're coming to South Africa because they're going to say, we helped you during apartheid and all this nonsense, you know. So that's the reason you have to make sure that if you can get rid of the Zimbabwe, the population of South Africa can go very much down and the jobs can open, the country can be clean and stop smelling the way it is. The armpits, for example.
But you guys, do you know that you're focusing on wrong stuff? You focus on Amakwapa, you focus on ezinye sense.
The right stuff is the way people. No, auspicious. I know where she's going.
Do you know that? Let me speak. Those people, ni focus on ngabo nithi banuka amakwapa bathini. They are renting in your houses. You're allowing them to rent. If you don't want people in your house, if you don't want people
my sister, wait, Yolanda, let me fix this. Yolanda, let me fix this. And I'm not disrespecting other South Africans. We are not on the same level, Siswam. Don't make that mistake. In my place and in the area that I stay, we do not have that rubbish here. We are not on the same level. The first complex that I'm in, Konamanj, where I'm staying right now, we do not even have one foreigner here. Number two, the one that I'm renting out, we do not have also there Zimbabweans. We make it crystal clear that we do not want those people there. And do you know why? Because they are Cinderellas. When you speak of foreigners,
and let me respond also. Yolanda, I hope you can give me a chance to respond. Zimbabweans, we don't give them the back door. Zimbabweans, they will hijack a shack. And then even if it's a small shack, 25 of them will sleep in that shack. I don't know how they manage. You know, the smell that is in that shack is on another level. That's how they live. They don't rent in the backup house. They are renting the hijack building, the hijack shacks. Or sometimes they go to an illegal occupation. Maybe like if you know jSouth, there are certain places where you can just see. Maybe I should just look for a picture of jSouth. That this is illegal occupation, and then they'll just make 10 shacks, 20 shacks. I don't understand what you mean when you say you don't stay in shacks, or you just construct 5 shacks and then all of you in one shack. Children, women, men in that shack. Like I can't define what magic do you guys perform in order to sleep in that terrible, hopeless, so-called accommodation. Because in South Africa, you are saying in Zimbabwe you don't stay in shacks. In South Africa, you stay in shacks.
Guys, no ways.
Yolanda, are you South African? Yolanda, are you South African?
No, I'm Zimbabwean. No, I'm Zimbabwean.
Nah, so listen, Yolanda, are you in South Africa?
No, I'm not in South Africa. I was there, but I'm no longer there.
My sister, Have you seen the entitlement of Zimbabweans in South Africa?
I don't know.
Okay, no, I'm happy that you're being
You're
honest.
being ignorant,
Let us tell you,
You're being
your
ignorant.
people are even taking us to court for telling them to go home. Your people.
Yes, we
They are
have the
even
right
taking
to
us
go
to
to our
court.
own homes. No? But
No,
mina
it's not even
nifocus
a right. You must be there. It's a must. You must protect. They must protect. This is our
You
country.
guys, you're always
thina suke
hello.
eSouth Africa suke nomzilikazi lapha saye Zimbabwe abelungu bona nabo bazile abantu bokuza mara
Ungazosinyela ngomzilikazi. Vele lahamba nekhawadi. Nonsense. Ungazosinyela ngomzilikazi wegwala la. Ungazositshela ngesima segwala la. Nonsense amasimbo. Nonsense lento ozoyizala le.
ngena
Uma ngabe uzokhuluma amasimba la.
But it's
abelungu
true.
Uzokhuluma amasimba la.
ngayo
Nahamba vele ngomzilikazi igwala le.
abelungu bangene njengathi so yini inkinga le abelungu bangene njengathi
abelungu la. Nale Zimbabwe la ningenabalungu ke wena silima sentombazana. Uzonyala. Uzosinyela la nathi ushabelonga ngithi. So ufuna ikatini nomlungu. Ungazosinyela la wena. Take. Wena mankind nawe ithi ngikutshele futhek uzongibuza amasimba la kuma comment
futhek nawe
hayi womankind wena sifebe hey wena sifebe womankind wena
bunch of fools South Africans
sahamba sabaleka nomzilikazi la uzonginyela
yeah bunch of fools
abelungu la wabaxosha la ugijimisa abelungu futhi uza la uzosinyela
Thina bu ilabo badayisa umzimba
Why do you keep coming to the bunch of fools? Why can't you stay in your own country? Why are you coming to a bunch of fools? Uyastakelwa wena. You're not contributing anything. Let them you are contributing nothing. Uyastakelwa qha into enyazipi.
ilabo bathengisa umzimba la eSouth Africa bona la.
sithengisa nama South African njengamaqosha ngitholela South Africa la endlele khona kwamanje
nalento yakho seyanuka la kupanel la nalento yakho seyanuka la kupanel siyagula uwe la uzosinyela la mawufa uthi udile nomnanganga uzotshela ama South Africans how to deal with their own country wena sifebe uzosinyela la kupanel wena sifebe hamba ukhuluma nomnanganga uzosinyela
zathenga South Africa
ungazosinyela la inquza yamasimba la ucanga ukuthi you think we go for expired
there's something special about being South
you
African?
think we go for expired pussies?
Someone
needs
special why is the South Africa?
You think we go for expired pussies? Yeah, that's smelly.
There's nothing for you in South Africa. Then why are you coming to South Africa? Futek now, you rubbish. Shit, man. Imagine, these people are too entitled. They're entitled of everything. They want to feel special in South Africa. What for? Come on now.
When mankind,
Yolanda, I hope you get your answers from this. Yolanda, I hope you get your answers from this. This is why foreigners we go for Zimbabweans, because Ama Zimbabweans are always gaslighting us. She just came in and then was okulumi nyongo la. Yo,
my sister Yolanda, now do you understand why we say these people are Cinderella? Do you understand? Why does he think we give a fuck about that coward that ran away from Shaka? Does he think we give a fuck? Angazosinyela lo ahambe athengisa inquza yakhe le Zimbabwe angazositshela amasimba la. Auspicious, what happened to that match that was supposed to happen last week? Uboni's how useless these people are. What happened to that match?
Man, I knew that match will never happen, man. The match doesn't need cowards, man. It needs people who have brain, who have bravery. You know, Zimbabwean, they'll never match, man. Come on, man.
Oh. Yeah, and then someone with a smelly pussy and armpits, la uzositshela amasimba lokuthi abantwana bakaMzilikazi. Yabaleka leyo nja njengoba nani ibhizi nibaleka lapha eZimbabwe. So this cowardness nonsense comes from your fathers, from your forefathers. Uzosinyela la.